What is up, Pyromaniacs? Pyrostasis here, and today I'm going to give you guys my opinion on a game called Star Nomad 2. Never played the first one, don't know anything about it, so couldn't really tell you much about it. This is kind of an open world, so to speak, or open galaxy, space, conquest, exploration, trading, pirating, bounty hunting type game. You can see, actually, this is really cool. This is actually the loading screen for the game, or not the loading screen, the startup screen. You can see if I click, it pulls up the menu. But you give it about 5-6 seconds, and the menu will fade away. Come on now, there it goes. And you can actually move around and kind of see what's going on in this little system here. And I have no idea what system this is, how it all works down, but it is kind of cool that you can just hang out here and watch kind of some higher level gameplay. This doesn't appear to be lower level gameplay. At least I don't see many of these ships where I'm hanging out at. So just to give you a little background, this game is currently on sale as of the making of this video at 10% off. It's $11.69 at the moment, and I think the normal price is $12.99. I think it's a pretty damn good game. All things considered, it's got some quirkiness to it, and it's got some stuff that may turn you off, I guess is the easiest way to say it. So, it's one of those things that if it appeals to you, you're going to like it. If it doesn't, then it's going to piss you off. So, it's going to be one of those games you're probably going to love or hate. So, we're going to go ahead and fire the game up. I'm going to show you guys one of the saves that I'm working on. In all fairness, I've only probably got about 5 hours, maybe 4 hours invested in this game at the moment. So I definitely don't know everything. This is going to be kind of I really wish I had, enough time to spend, like 20, 30 hours into a game like this, but unfortunately I don't. I probably will over the next couple weeks play quite a bit of this in my spare time, but I wanted to get this video out so I could show you guys my initial impressions, and that's more or less what my videos are about, my initial impressions, first impressions of a game, not necessarily the in-depth, hard look at type deal. So keep that in mind when you're watching this. So this character right here, there's 3 different ways to create a character. I'll show you guys that here in a bit, but this is a bounty hunter, and that to me is one of the more fun ways to play. Maybe kind of depends on your thought processes. The more I've learned about the game, the more I'm catering to the harder modes of play. But I have a person in my squad, so to speak, here. When you first start the game, you won't have that. This is your pilot. We are docked at a space station. If you click on here, you can see all of the pilot's skills. Think of this as your skill tree, so to speak. So I've already put 3 points into my guns. These are turret optimizations. It gives me increased damage 3, 6, 9 as you go up. Then you can move into reduced power per shot 4, 8, 12. You've got targeting tweaks. You've got just all sorts of different interesting ways to play the game. If you want to go gun spec, you've got this. If you want to do missiles, you've got that. If you like drones, you can play that route. And then you've got basically the core mods that allow you to move, allow you to fly faster, et cetera, et cetera. So it depends on what you're looking for. Other cool factor, you also have perks for your recruited minions. So, if you want to build this guy up this way, you can do that. If you want to build him up this way, you can do that. Your pilots, your co-pilots, so to speak, they have their ranks. So you can see right now he is rank 1 of 10 with 1500 EXP. Once he hits, or she, it, I don't know what it is. It's kind of hard to tell from here. Once he breaks 5500 EXP, he'll hit rank 2, and then you can acquire one of these mods. So you can either do 25% damage with primaries, or I guess that's missiles. So yeah, so either guns or missiles, depends on what you want. So usually over here on the right side of the screen, this is where you have people you can interact with. So if there's a guild you can join at the place, you can pick that up. A quest maybe. I haven't seen any quests at these, but I'm assuming they may exist. Usually it's quests or recruits. Now this one right here, she's a recruit. She's somebody I could hire if I met her prerequisites. So she doesn't like me because my squad's not big enough. So, or I'm not the right maybe level, or maybe I don't have the right equipment. I'm not sure what, but she's not interested in me. I can hire another mercenary. Now, this guy isn't a mercenary. Talon is, I mean, she is, but she isn't. I picked her up at a pirate base, and she was just willing to join me for 15K, and now she's part of my team. Mercenaries here, you can pick these guys up, and these guys are only, as far as I can tell, with you until you dock. So I could pick this one up, and it would join me, but only until I dock. Now, 3,500 is not a whole lot, but it's a fairly decent chunk of change. That would probably be a mission or two. So I'm not really interested in picking them up. I also don't know if you get experience and money for the kills that your people make. We're going to go and pick this guy up just for shits and giggles. Now, you'll notice we've picked him up, but he doesn't show up over here. So he's part of my team technically, but not really. Right here you have the local market. This is where you can come and buy and sell stuff. This is your ship cargo. This is what they export. Different different planets have different exports. So, you're going to have your places where you can buy drugs, places where you can buy weapons, places where you can buy agricultural stuff, high technology. This place seems to be more luxury goods. So you've got basically strippers, you got porn, you got booze, all that type of stuff. They also seem to really like drugs here. So it's one of the few ports that you can actually get to fairly easily and get your drugs running. So there's a pretty lucrative, I guess I would say, drug running option from the pirate area, which is up here to Haven. Now Haven's kind of the center of this side's trading area. So let's look at the planets here, or the system, sector, whatever you want to call it. You can see it's kind of laid out into quadrants. You've got this quadrant here, you've got this quadrant here, this quadrant here, and this quadrant here. Now, these have different, what do you call it, highlights. So you can see these are all the Starborn Federation planets up here. You can see these are all the Human Empire down here. And these are kind of neutral. There's also the Omni Collective, which looks like they're kind of getting their asses kicked. So the Omni Collective is kind of getting pushed back. The humans are taking over. And at the moment, they're not really touching, it doesn't look like these guys, but it does look like there is a siege going on here. So you can see there's two different groups fighting, and there's two different groups fighting here. You can kind of utilize that if you want. There's that. They might need more trade goods there. You could go there and fight for one of the sides, maybe swing the battle one way or another. And from what I understand, you can actually work with one of these three factions. There's also the pirates, which are up here, although I don't know if they really count. Anyways, you could work with one of the factions and possibly boost their taking over of different areas. I don't know how that works. I do know you can have fairly large squads later on. And later on, I'll show you guys the Merchant Guild, so you can actually go through and look at the stats and the numbers and be able to actually track different things, so you can actually do trades. Now, you're going to notice there's little symbols here. These little symbols mean different things. Like, for instance, right here, there is a shortage for food. So if I go pick up food, which I could probably get from Serenity here, you can see mild winters, long summers, rich harvest ensures a major exporter of food. So these guys need food. If I pick up food here and bring it here, then I will help that group fix that flaw. So if you provide enough food to them, then that will solve this food shortage right here, and then you will get EXP for trading. So one of the good and bad things about this is trading is the easiest class to start with, supposedly, according to the game. But you kind of suck at fighting as a trader, so you basically end up having to trade. Well, your cargo can hold 40 slots, but that's not a whole lot, apparently. So when you're running these runs, sometimes you may have to make a run 3 or 4 times, and that's not a problem if you're going from Serenity to Liberty. But if you're going from Serenity to Haven, and then from Haven to Serenity, and then Serenity to Haven, it can take like 10 minutes to make the run. And that can kind of suck. And that's the only way you can make experience for trading. So trading experience is to do those types of missions. So, or at least the only way that I'm aware of at the moment. There may be other ways, but as far as I know, fixing conditions is the only way. You don't actually make experience for doing individual trading runs. So it would, in my opinion, make a little bit more sense if you made you made merchant EXP by actually making a profit on your assets. And he's still making some changes to the game. The game just released on December 14th, so that was about 3 days ago, and he's already made some pretty significant changes to the game. I wouldn't be surprised if he makes a few more adjustments. One of the other big controversial things is, as a bounty hunter, if you are fighting monsters or bad guys, whatever you want to call them, you only get credit if you get the kill. So you have to actually get the killing blow. So it doesn't matter if you do 95% or 99% of damage to the monster. If somebody else snipes it, then they get the kill. They get the full credit and you get nothing. So basically, your whole goal is to snipe. And it kind of makes sense, and I don't really have a problem with that, because once you get used to the combat style, it's really not that bad. But I can understand how people would get pissy about that, especially in larger engagements, because it can be hard to be able to stick with a ship in a big engagement. So moving on, again, this is all the world. So I think there's 33 systems, each of them with their own little sectors, their own political values, their own economies, et cetera, et cetera. So it's pretty cool. Here is the different weapons. This is my ship. You can see I have 2 gun hardpoints, 2 missile hardpoints, and then you have all these little hardpoints down here which give you different gear. Different stations have different things. So this one's got some stuff, but not a whole lot. There is mining in the game. That's one of the few things I haven't done. I don't know how mining works. I don't know if it's lucrative or not. I have no clue. There's also some, ores that you've got up here. These ores can be picked up off of ships. They're like the universal currencies of the games, as you can read up here, and you can exchange them for money, so like directly. So 3 of these is worth 1,283 credits each, so that'd be about 3,500. These ones right here were 325 credits. I can sell those. That'd give me about 600. So I don't know what the benefit or drawback for leaving these in here. I don't know if those go up or down over time. There may be a reason, and I also don't know if that's what you actually mine and then you trade it in. I'm not sure. Then you have your actual ships. Here you can get different ships. You can see the differences in sizes here. Each of them have their own stats. Some of them are merchant ships. Some of them are combat ships. Some of them have big holds. Some of them have small holds. It just kind of depends. So some of these items, some of these things have different standing requirements. So like these right here, the HC M55 boomers, if you look in the very bottom, it says faction standing required 200. If we come over here, you can see 200 is friendly, 400 is good, and 800 is an ally, 100 is neutral, and anything less than 100 is hostile. So you can see I'm friendly with the Free Union, the Merchant Guild, the Hunters Guild, and that's it. Human Empire doesn't really like me. I'm not an enemy, but, Human Empire, Starborn Federation, and Omni Collective, they just don't care. I'm not great, but I'm not bad. And then, of course, pirates fucking hate my guts. So you can see the total number of ships that I've destroyed there. 11 corvettes, 8 frigates, 2 cruisers, and 0 capital ships. My current EXP at the top, how long till I get to my next rank, etc., etc. So kind of cool. All things considered. One of the other things down here, this button right here is just a fresh ad. If you look over here, you can see my missiles. This little check mark here, it's showing in red. So you can see it would cost 1,200 to repair these. Not repair these, but restock them. So if you click on it, it'll fill it up. Both of them are at 6 of 12. Or I can come down here and I can just click this one button and boom, it will refill them. So, for whatever reason you don't have enough money and you wanted to refill partial, you could refill them here manually by clicking this little icon here. Or you can just click this and refill everything with a push of a button. This shows you some of the different modules. And this is obviously your ship storage. Last, you can see right here, I've got 4 of these bad mamma jammas. I don't remember the names. Usually, each of this is a different race of people. Depending on who you sell to, depends on what happens. So, like right here, from what I understand, you're just like releasing these guys to them. So, but if you're in a pirate world, they basically get turned into like either slave labor or they get used for like hard labor. They can be used for entertainment purposes, like turn them into gladiators, etc., etc. You can left click to sell one, right click to sell them all. It just kind of depends on what you want to do. And that's basically the gist of it here. The only other thing to point out, it took me a little bit, is you're going to want to hit these little red circles here, that's how you close menus. So keep that in mind. So that's basically the interface here. Obviously, here's my credits. Let's go ahead and undock so I can show you guys kind of what's going on here. So this is what the ship's stuff looks like. So you can see these are pirates moving in. And down here, this text wall here, that kind of shows you what's going on. It's, you know, it'll let you know if there's a shortage in the area. It'll let you know if there's a, like an invasion of pirates or something, and kind of follow that. Now I'm gonna go ahead and pause combat here. Kind of cool. If you press space, it does pause things. Very cool. So let's kind of go over what's going on here. For obviously the red icons are bad, the other icons are not. Red's are pirates. You can hold your cursor over here in the top right, and you can see these are merchants, these are pirates, and these are union. Also, sometimes you'll see little white spots up here. That's usually cargo or life pods. Now, these guys are bad guys. Well, I mean, I guess they could be friends if I were to make friends with pirates, but for right now, they're bad guys, because I'm basically, my whole class's goal is to beat these guys. So every one of these I explode, I get a little bit of experience over here in my my pilot experience ranks, but I have to get a kill, and I also get a bounty. Now, also, overall, depends, right now, if you hold your cursor over here, you can see status pirate skirmishes. So basically, pirates are invading this system. If I stay in this system until the pirates are gone, and if I contribute, then I will get EXP for it. A couple other things I want to point out. These are your missiles. You can fire your missiles by pressing 1, 2, or 4 will fire all missiles. So there's 1, 2, 3. Apparently you have up to 3 missile ports, or you can just press 4 and it will dump all tubes. There's also 2 ways to fire. If I click these right here, you can see that, here I'll show you. Notice how there's a little highlighted icon now? That basically shows the arc of my weapons. Now, the problem I have with that is you have to really lead the ships, and in my experience, it's almost impossible, at least early on, to do very well with those guns, because you just do fuck all for damage. I mean, you literally have to wait till there's shields and armor, which are these icons here. I don't know which one's shields and which one's armor. I believe red is hull, so once you actually get down to the red stuff, you're good. Now, this may be your left shield and your right shield, actually. I think. I'm trying to see in the list here. Yes, left shield, right shield. So basically your ship's divided in half. So left and right. So you can see this guy's left shield's almost gone, right shield's beat up, and then this will be his armor. So once you get through the shields, they're kind of easier to hit, but basically the way I do things is I just let my missiles do the work for me, because they're the ones that actually seem to do damage. So we're going to unpause here. We're going to see if we can't get over there. Now, you do have a thrusters option, but the problem with using your thrusters, you can burn through your little energy right here. And if you burn through your energy, you can't shoot. So you lose, you basically lose your combat ability. So you basically have to choose. Am I going to run? Am I going to fight? Etc., etc. The other thing that's kind of annoying, all right, firing tubes. Oh, shit, he's going to get away. No, we tagged him. All right, let's get this one next. You notice this edge here on the far right is kind of a hard edge. It kind of sucks. Actually, screw that. We're hitting this guy. Dump tubes. Boom. All right. And you can see we're getting EXP and credits down here. All right, we'll kick our afterburners up just a bit. Oh, son of a bitch. Somebody else nailed him. All right, so let's go ahead and slide up here. Let's break, and you can click on these and you can pick up their life pods. Picking up these life pods, like I showed you earlier, allows you to basically go through and sell them back. So you're either releasing them to their people, I guess, or selling them to hard labor, depending on where you go. So we got some pleasure sims here, and you want to be careful. This is Psycho. Psycho is a drug. I can sell it here and sell it here for pretty good money. You just have to be careful, because if the cops see you with it, they don't like you dealing drugs, and you actually take a faction hit for doing that. And then if you take too much of a faction hit, then basically everybody will fight you everywhere. So you want to be careful. Well, not everywhere, but in their controlled space. Alright, waiting for it. Come on. Alright, firing missiles. One more volley. There we go. Alright, let's loot this guy. What does he got? Anything good? More pleasure sims. Now be careful, because I'm stopping here, which is kind of crazy, honestly, because ships are gooey. I mean, you are not a badass in this game. You see how much damage I took? That guy almost one-shot my shields. Yeah, I need to be careful here. Alright, we may die if I'm not careful. So usually it's best early on to kind of stick with the pack and let everybody else do the fighting. Now you'll notice how little damage my guns are doing to this guy. I mean, I'm doing some damage. Just not a whole lot. Oh god, we're about to die. Move, move, move. Oh, look at my armor. Oh my god. Oh. Holy shit. Alright, we're bailing. I just realized there's no way out here. Now you'll notice this edge we're fixing to bump into. Yeah, that's annoying. That drives me nuts. Now, honestly, it's really not that big a deal because 90% of the time you don't fight on the edge, you fight in the inner system. But it is still, to me, kind of game breaking, or immersion breaking, I guess is the right word I'm looking at. To be zooming around and all of a sudden just boop. Oh, I'm slamming into a giant invisible wall. I kind of understand why he did it, because otherwise you just fly forever. But at the same time, it's a little weird. So I didn't like it at first. The more I've played the game, the more it's kind of grown on me. And while I still don't really like it, it's not so much a big hindrance. Now, you're also going to notice that here I am. My shields are regenning, but my armor's not. Whoops, that's what I want to do right there. Give me those. So yeah, my armor is not going to refill until we dock. But my shields will. But they regen very, very slowly. Alright, let's target this guy. Easy, easy, easy. Oh my god, don't kill me. Son of a bitch, that guy's hitting hard. Back it up, back it up. Yeah, I'm trying to let these guys do the fighting for me. Alright, his shields on the left side are down. I'm hoping those missiles will hit him. Yeah. Easy, easy. Alright, firing. Now, the music seems to be a little wonky, too. It kind of picks up and goes. There we go, there we go. There's our target. Let me get in there. Fire missiles. Hit him. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Hit him, give me the kill. Ah, son of a bitch, that guy stole my kill. Well, I mean, I was technically trying to steal his kill, so. But you can see there, I did a lot of damage to him, but I didn't get the hits. So if you don't get the final kill... Oh, here we go, here we go. Boom! Are you kidding me? Holy crap. Oh well. And I didn't get that one either. Okay, so you can see right here, the destruction of the pirates' flagship has broken their morale. They are fleeing the battle, and you receive bounty reward. So basically, because we hung out here and we helped them clear the bounty problem, they've given us some credit. Now, this place pretty much gets raided almost all the time. So you can kind of just sit here and just farm if you can stay alive. But like I said, the ship's very gooey. Very gooey, so be careful. But you can see I've got almost no armor, so we're gonna go ahead and dock up real quick. Now we'll lose our little dude. Now he's gonna move on. We won't be able to use him anymore. Let's go ahead and invest in this. That's gonna fix our energy issue, and he doesn't have any perk points. All right, so we'll sell all these guys. You can see we've made a fairly decent amount of cash, and we can come up here and sell all this as well, and that kind of adds up for now. Bam. There we go. Not too shabby. All right, so let me show you some of the other methods to play. I'm gonna go ahead and, sadly, as far as I can tell, there's no way to fix the saves. So like for instance, I can't play another game while playing this one. Also, there's no way for me to go back to the menu without exiting the game. So one sec. All right, so we're back. But yeah, as I was saying, there's no way to continue a game. Or not continue a game, to start two saves. You can only play one or start a new one. So we're gonna go ahead and start a new one. Warning, start a new game overrides a current game. Sad face. You can see all the different symbols or pictures of people you can do if you like. We're gonna go with the pretty girl, because you know what, screw it. All right, so here's where you get to pick Merchant, Hunter, or Pirate. Really the only difference between these three that I can see is just the way you start the game. So we're gonna go ahead and pick Merchant this time, start things up. You have two game modes, normal and roguelike. Roguelike, basically, if you die, you lose your ship. You lose basically everything. For all intents and purposes, unless you've got some pretty decent cash, you're starting the game over. So for now, we're just gonna do normal. You can see it builds a sector, it does a bunch of stuffs, and then you get to start the game up. Okay, so we're going to skip all of this tutorial stuff for now. You can see we're at 3750, drastically different money than, you know, where I was previously. Go ahead and equip our stuff. You can see we don't have a whole lot now. Instead of having 2 missiles and two lasers, we only have 1 and 1. So obviously we're meant to be a nice person and not do much shooting. You know, just running, looting, and that's it. Now, one of the cool changes that they just recently did, if we click here, you can hold your cursor over this and it will show you all of the quadrant prices. And I remember earlier I was telling you these systems are kind of broken into quadrants. That's this quadrant here, I guess this quadrant here, and this quadrant here. I don't know if in other areas you get to see more stuff. Once you join the Merchants Guild, you can actually hold your cursor over here to see all of the different statuses there. So with a merchant here, you know, the whole goal here is to make some cash. So if we hold our cursor over here, you can see if we take this to Liberty, we're going to make about 18 credits a piece. Here 12, here about 32, and then here we're making not much. So we're going to do food this time. Now, keep in mind you want to keep some money so that you can dock. Thankfully, as a merchant, you can dock usually for about 250 creds. As a pirate, they charge you about 750. So it's kind of a pain in the ass. But you can see we're at zero EXP basically. See, current EXP is at 0. Next rank is 25. We're gonna go ahead and buy this. So buying it out. We got 1260 on us. We do have enough room for more stuff. So let's buy something else that's going to get us a little bit more cash. That's 12. Liberty, 78. That's going to be about 20. I guess that's not too bad. We're going to do about 800. We'll do about, yeah, 800. That leaves us just enough money probably to dock. But it's going to give us a nice run. So we go ahead and click that, undock. And we want to hit the Liberty, which is just down here below, and we'll take off. Now, remember I was telling you guys the thrusters, if you press shift, boom, you can see it kicks up. It gives you about a 25% increase in speed. Definitely moves up, but you can see our bars draining here. A couple things you need to know. You cannot dock while in combat. It won't let you. However, you can jump while in combat. So if you can make it, if you get attacked and you can make it here, just warp over, press J, boom, and you're jumping. And you can get out and keep yourself alive. If you hold your cursor over different systems, you can see what the different systems are. When I played a pirate, I couldn't do that, but that was before the latest patch. I don't know if that was by design, that pirates don't really know where the systems go, or what. It does make things a little bit more challenging as a pirate, which is basically the hard mode version, but at the same time, pirates can make a killing if you can kind of get started with them, because basically you can do whatever the hell you want. It makes it kind of nice. You can pretty much go anywhere, shoot anything, and have all sorts of good times. So one of the things you want to look for as a merchant while you're driving around is kind of the equivalent of the bounty stuff. So like right here, you can see Xeno Outbreak Trade. So Drybone needs firearms. Basically, the monsters on the planet have risen up. They've decided they don't like their evil human overlords, and they're trying to kick ass and take names. So they need firearms, and they need firearms bad. Now you can see selling this, I made about, what, 1,300 profit, but I didn't make any XP. So right here, you can see Drybone is going to buy these for 195. Now, Drybones may have just triggered this firearms thing, so that doesn't always show you the actual final price. That just may be what it was at the time. So we're going to go ahead and buy that. That's going to max out the firearms. Drybone will buy these for 338, so we're going to buy as many of those as we can. We'll put that at about, we'll do about 1,300. Well, let's see, 1150, that gives us what, 570? So if I do 231, that's going to be cutting it too close. That's a decent run. So we'll go ahead and undock, and we want to get to Drybone. So to get to Drybone, we want to go to Skyark and then Drybone, or we could go New Hope, Haven, and over. Obviously, going Skyark to Drybone is a little bit better. So Skyark's down here southwest, so let's kick it up and head over that way. Now, this is pretty much the gameplay that you will be doing as a merchant. Now, here in Liberty, the Merchant Guild is here. If you can save up 15,000 credits, then you can join the Merchants Guild, and you will get drastically better intel on the different systems, but it does cost you 15k. Obviously, you know, with the better information, 15k, it won't take you but like 20 minutes to make 15k, if that. I will say that at least at the moment, upgrading your ships and such along those lines, at least in this starter area, is kind of rough. I think you kind of have to get to some of these bigger systems to really make a big technological improvement, but I'm not sure. It may just be that it takes a little while for you to get more stuff so that you can go. Now, one thing you'll notice is the longer you play, you'll start noticing as you come up to different places, you'll see exclamation marks floating in space. Those are quests. You can walk over there and pick them up. Some of them will want you to go to a specific place for a payday, take something a certain place, etc., etc. Oh shit! These right here. These are, I think they're called berserkers. These things are evil. Think of them like the Borg. They show up occasionally out of the blue and then they just disappear. They're nasty as hell. They will damn near one-shot you. So if you're playing hardcore, or roguelike I guess I should say, and you see one of those, don't even try and fight it. Just get the hell out. I'm sure they are fightable, and in a group you can kind of get some damage on them, and obviously the rewards are very lucrative. The problem is you are a 1 to 2 shot, so be very careful. All right, so you can see down here, colony, blah, blah, blah. Market activity appears to be below average. They are still, I believe, in that firearms exclusive or situation. Now, if we click this and we solve the firearms issue, then we will make some EXP. So we just sold it, and you see we didn't make anything, and it didn't say it was concluded. So because of that, we basically have to do the run again. So we're gonna have to go back to where we just came from. So we're gonna have to go back to Liberty, and we're gonna wanna take something back to Liberty for our trouble. So right here, this buys for over, what is it, 120? So we're gonna buy that, and then Liberty likes that for 170. They like this for 200, so that's 60. So this is better. So we'll do, what is this? This is spice. Okay, sure, why not? So let's buy, what? 1,600? Let's do 1,500. That leaves me what? Oh, no, we got plenty. My bad. We'll do 980. How about that? Yeah, it leaves me 390. 140, that would knock me to exactly 250. Holy shit. That's about as close as we can get. So basically, what we're going to do is we're going to run this dock back and forth between this place. Good God, get us out of here. Jesus. Oh, don't shoot me. Don't shoot me, dude. See those lasers? Oh my God. They avoid shields. Oh, Jesus, he's got me. Yeah, right there. Boom. So we are back. I don't know. Did we lose our cargo? No, we do not. Okay, so we're back at Liberty, which is kind of interesting because basically what they just did is they made our trip for us instantaneously, which is kind of interesting. So that actually kind of helped us out a little bit. If that had been hardcore mode, we would have died. If I had gone straight for the jump point, there's a possibility I would have made it. You just have to be very careful with berserkers because, like I said, they completely ignore shields. So yeah, we're back in Liberty. You can see that they still need firearms. If we kept running this firearms trait here over and over again, we would eventually conclude that and then we would make 500 EXP. So that means you've got to do 5 of those to progress to the next level. And in my experience, it's a lot harder to do that progress-wise. You can make a lot more money faster as a merchant, but you're not going to make progress merchant-wise. So to me, what makes more sense is to start like with a bounty hunter and then play as a merchant. Because as far as I know, it doesn't limit you. So the other thing I wanted to show you guys was the pirate. So one sec. All right, back in game. We're going to go ahead and just make a random person. We're going to go with pirate. As you can see right here, you are the ultimate badass. Concepts such as authority or laws just do not apply. Most people think you are a menace, but they do not appreciate the art of plundering. Your starter ship is Lightning Corvette, a fast, furious gunship. Everybody hates you. There's probably already a bounty on your head. All right, so we're going to do that. We are going to go ahead and go with normal and kick things off. Now, with pirates, you start in a different area, which is kind of interesting. Let's go ahead and equip our stuff. Obviously, different ship. Boom, boom, bam. Basically, you start out, it seems like, with the equivalent of a, what do you call it? The bounty hunter, basically. The only difference is everybody hates your ass. So Depending on where you go, you're gonna have some real problems. So you can see right here, holding our cursor over these, we don't get any information. And basically we're over here in the ass end of nowhere. So technically if we wanted to, we could be a miner, but we're gonna try something, and I haven't done this before, but we're gonna try something. So you can see we have 7,500 bucks. We need to keep 1,000 of our dollars to do what we're wanting to do. So we're gonna go ahead and put us at 5,800. That should give us 16. I guess I can do one more. Okay, 13, probably one more. There we go. That's about as close as I want to pull it. All right, so we are going to undock, and we're going to try and make a quick run to Haven. Now, the interesting thing is, if we can make it to Haven, then we'll do well. So XT9, we want to get down here. So it does look like they fixed that, because if I recall, when I first played, which was the day after launch, holding my cursor over these systems wouldn't tell me what was there. So it was kind of a pain in the butt. There we go. Jump in. Come on. Wow, that actually seems a little bit longer than usual. Now, you can see there's a merchant here. Now, if I want, I can engage this merchant. Right now, obviously, if I hold my standing over here, pretty much everyone hates my guts. Okay, so you see these right here? These are other pirates. Pirates are friendly. It's kind of interesting. So pirates are your friends. Merchants are not. Kind of interesting. So if we wanted to, we could get in on this right here and bring this guy down, make some monies, chew this guy to pieces. Let's go ahead and fire all of our missiles into his ass. There we go. All right, he's down. So we can pick up his little merchant pod, and then if we want, we can sell that to our place, and that'll sell him into slavery or whatever. I don't know if you get some kind of benefit for doing that to pirates or whatnot. Oh, Jesus. Oh, no. No. Oh, we're fucked. All right, hang on. Braking hard. And go. Please. Jump. We're out of energy because we keep firing our guns. That's not good. Yeah, I'm dead. If I'd switched my guns to manual and stopped firing, I'd have been able to get out of there. Since I didn't, we couldn't make it. Now, the good news is we didn't lose anything. So we can do it again. We will make this jump. So help me God. All right, let's move. We're going to put both of our guns on automatic, which adds the little green lights. But that'll let us keep that from happening. So you got to be careful. You know, you can't fight and run at the same time, which is kind of an interesting mechanic. I kind of like that. Well, obviously, you know, I wouldn't have liked it right there because that kind of sucked balls. But as long as you're careful, it's usually not a problem. All right, we're going to try and get around the outer edge of this system. Now, obviously, the closer you get to space over here, the harder of a time you're going to have. You can easily rebuild, well, maybe not easily, but you can rebuild your faction if you so choose, I would assume, by going and helping people. The problem you're going to run into is being able to dock. That's going to be the real problem. So I don't even know if we're going to be able to dock here because keep in mind, everybody hates you. All right, so we are now here in XT. We want to go to XTC or XT0, which is right here, and then to Haven. So let's zip over. You'll also notice here in the upper right-hand corner where the map is, you can kind of, yeah, see right there? We're picking up radar dots. So those are Union. Union doesn't like us. Union, if you hold your cursor over, you can see Free Union. We're at 25. So we're 75 standing away from them liking us. And that's a hunter. Obviously, hunters are bounty hunters. He would love to get his hands on my cookies. And not in a good way. Not in a good way. All right. And you can see down here, we kind of get some interesting intel here. It kind of lets you know where traffic is being moved. So if we wanted to go partake in maybe raiding some of those merchant areas or whatnot, we could. All right. So we are going to be hitting Haven up next. Haven is currently, as it was in our other one, under siege by pirates. Now, we could go there. I don't know if we can actually engage the pirates. That would be kind of interesting. What we're trying to do is be an illegal drug smuggler, and I don't know how well that's going to work for us, but we're going to give it a shot. as a merchant, it's a lot easier to do it the other way around, because all you have to do is dodge the pirates, which is still hard, because the pirates will attack you just about anywhere. All right, let's go ahead and brace. All right, let's see if we can't dock, and then we'll just see what kind of money we're gonna make. Holy shit. All right, so the pirates are engaging. If we can get them... Oh, Jesus, missiles just flying everywhere. Oh, Lord, they are outnumbered. You cannot dock while in combat. So I'm hoping that the pirates will push them off the station. Okay, perfect. If we can just get in here. We're in manual mode, so we are not in combat. Docking. Docking. Come on. Oh, holy shit. All right, so we were able to dock because we have our guns set to manual. And you can see right here, profit is 236 apiece. That's pretty damn good. 10 grand. So we just took our little measly amount of money and jacked it up good. So we could keep doing that. We could keep doing that. Now, the interesting thing is, from what I understand, reading some of the foreign posts, if you keep bringing drugs to a place, basically their economy will eventually break down because all of them will turn into potheads. And basically, at a certain point, too many people will become potheads, and too many people, you know, they'll stop going to work, you know, and you can actually cripple the economy. Now, what does that do? I'm not sure. Obviously, merchants would be trying to counter that by, you know, bringing aid and bringing food and trying to save it. So it's kind of a battle between you being the drug smuggler and them trying to save things. So it's kind of an interesting dynamic, but you can usually hold your cursor over here and kind of see, like right here, stable economy, skirmishes. Over time, you can actually cripple some of the economy. So it's kind of interesting. It's kind of interesting. I don't know how we would go about possibly fixing our faction, but it's an interesting play style. And then we can go here and we can obviously sell that person back there for 175 credits as well. So that, my friends, is Star Nomad 2. Like I said, it's $11.69 right now on sale. Keep in mind, we do have the Steam sale coming up here in a couple days. That's going to drastically reduce the prices of everything. Normally this game, I think, is $12.99, so basically 13 bucks. I would say there's easily 50 plus hours of gameplay. If this style of gameplay is your cup of tea, keep in mind, you know, you can build a pretty decent sized squad, come down here, fight for one of the factions, help them take over the world. You know, that's some pretty in-depth gameplay, but at the same time, in my opinion, it does kind of suffer from what I call the Elite Dangerous effect, where you basically only have two modes of gameplay, trading or shooting, and that's basically what it comes down to. That being said, the shooting is fun. You do get to upgrade your system, your ships, your squads, etc. With the EXP here on your characters, it does give you the ability to grow your character, which is kind of a nice perk as well. So, you know, all things considered, I do think it's worth it. I'm going to be enjoying playing it. I think for 13 bucks, it's definitely worth it. It's for basically the price of a movie ticket and the small popcorn. You can get 30 or 40 hours or more of gameplay into this game. So you'll find the link in the video description down below where you can jump over to Steam and purchase it should you choose to. Let me know if you guys have any questions or comments in the comments section down below. As always, if you like this video, please slap that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. And I'll catch you guys in the next clip.